What is up? What is up? Hello, hello, hello. It is your girl Sunshine. Welcome to my channel. Today I just want to do some little yap sessions. I want to talk about a few things. First and foremost, let's give a big congratulations to you, Row Kelsey. Kelsey, you did your big one with this row from California to Hawaii, and she did it in record time, you guys. What a win. So she is the youngest person, period. She already wanted to be the first American woman to make this row, but she is the first and youngest, period. The first woman, first American woman in the youngest period to make this row. Every single day I was watching to see if Kelsey was posting. I was keeping up with her journey. I felt like I was right there with her in, emotional, not physically, but I felt like I was right there with her on that row as I watched her TikTok videos. It was a bit anxiety filled for me because I'm thinking you're out there on your own, all alone in the middle of the ocean. People talk about being, I've never been on a cruise, but people talk about when they go on a cruise and how it's just completely blacked out at night. I cannot imagine. And that's what she did. Most of her rowing was at nighttime. So I'm just like, wow. And I know for certain that the ocean had her back, that they know, I believe that the ocean has a spirit of its own. And Kelsey was doing this for the whales. She was doing it for a whale organization, a Save the Whales or something like that. And so whenever you have your heart in the right space and doing what you're doing, trust and believe the spirit is going to make sure that you get to your destination safely. And not only did she get there safely, she got there quick, because it only took her, I think, 40 something days. I can't, at this moment, I don't have the exact number right off top, but I know it was 40 something days that it took her to get there. And this was supposed to take her 3 months to get there. So happy for Kelsey. She battled storms and big waves and everything. And the most anxiety filled thing for me was watching Kelsey jump off of that boat into that water. I saw her do that a couple of times and I was like, oh my God. But she's tethered to the boat at all times. She has this cord wrapped around her waist. So if anything happens, that her body is always going to be tethered to that boat. But either way, I'm so happy that she made it. So as for Kelsey, we're going to leave that there. Again, give her all the most congratulations. I'm going to keep up with Kelsey from here on out because I want to see. I didn't know anything about her before this, but now I want to keep up with her and see what she does next, and just kind of, be a watching eye for her. Go Kelsey. So another thing I want to ask, am I the only one that gets sucked into these short dramas that, like, I was scrolling TikTok today and I started listening to one and it was so interesting and I was like, oh my God, and it cuts you off right when it's getting good. So then it forces you to like download an app or something like that. But let me tell you something. Let me give you the drop. You don't have to do that. It's on YouTube. Most of these short dramas that they'll show you on TikTok, or whether you see it on Facebook or wherever you see it, you can just go look it up on YouTube. Because, child, I was watching one and it was good. And I went straight to YouTube when it cut me off. Because first I did download the app and I was like, let me go ahead and get this in and watch this because I wanted to know what's going to happen next. So, and then I saw that it was going to charge me something. I'm like, I'm not paying for it. Because the last time I got addicted to these short dramas, I was just listening to them on YouTube. And so I did find that the one I was listening to was, oh, excuse me, the one I was listening to was called oh man, I forgot. It was something about a boss. I know it was a mafia boss, and a young lady had gotten married to an arranged marriage, gotten married to a mafia boss that coincidentally had been following her because she helped him when he was a teenager. She helped him with something when she was a teenager. So he kind of fell in love with her then. And he kind of just like stuck, kept tabs on her, and eventually somehow set up an arranged marriage, and she ended up marrying him. And then she runs into her ex, which is a big scene because her ex is actually the working for him, and unknowingly that's his wife, and has to pick her up from the airport with him and a group of people that has to pick him up from pick her up from the airport. And also he had his ex with him, in which he left her for this ex. And it was a big old just thing. They were like hitting her and all kind of stuff. It was crazy. So, that was a good one. And I can't think of the name right off the bat, but trust me, those little short dramas be some good things to watch out for. But it is the 4th of July. I've been hearing fireworks for like 2 weeks now. So nothing big and major, no surprises here. I'm not doing anything. I'm sitting in the house watching the streams. At this moment, I'm watching the Shay Frost stream. So that's pretty much what my day is looking like. You all know, if you know me, you know who my favorite streamer is. DDG. So he's not live. So I'm watching Deshay, which, I love Deshay as well, but DD is my favorite. So, you guys can, check them out on their Twitch, Kick, YouTube's. DDG's DDG across all platforms. Deshay Frost is Deshay Frost across all platforms. And, their content group is the Capaholics. So, yeah, just, I don't know. I didn't have too much to say. I really just wanted to just get on here and do a little live and test this out, because I have a new phone. And so I'm trying to make sure that I am still connected in all ways to my original account. So basically what I was doing is trying to make sure that this is going to be live on the correct YouTube with the correct Gmail. So I'm going to get off right now. I'm not going to stay on too long. But again, this is your girl Sunshine. Thank you for tuning in. Like, share, and subscribe. I really want to grow this YouTube platform, you guys. I on my YouTube channel, it's like all over the place, and I really want to transform it to like certain type of content, so that I can grow it and start getting it monetized and all of that. Because we all want that coin, okay? That YouTube coin. I heard YouTube is making a comeback, and I want to get ahead of the game and be on top of it. So that's why I'm here right now. So again, yay Kelsey for arriving in Hawaii from her California to Hawaii row. Yay Kelsey again. Yay Kelsey again. Yay Kelsey again. And this is Sunshine, and I'm out, y'all.